Hi all, very happy evening to each one of you. Very happy evening. Kindly reply. Kindly reply it in the chat if the audio is clear. Very interesting problems we are going to discuss today. Everyone, very happy evening. Radha, very happy evening. Kindly reply everyone. Hi all, very happy evening. Let me know if the audio is clear and there are no streaming issues. There are no streaming issues. I hope the audio is clear and there are no streaming issues. Any issues are there? Audio clear. Yashwant says audio clear. Manjunada, no issues. Tejasri, very happy evening. Aditya, audio is clear. Let me check it out, then we'll start the class. Kindly sit in the class with a notebook and a pen. 1 minute, let me check it out. I hope no issues are there. Right. How many of you have attended yesterday's 2 classes? Yesterday we conducted time, speed and distance 1 and 2. We will continue with time, speed and distance 3. Let me just give me 1 minute, sir. How many of you attended? I hope. Are the classes visible in our live classes app? Another very interesting class. Another very interesting class. One thing which I want to update, I'm little disappointed with the enrolled students. There are topic tests with analytics. Please go to your course, daily practice test. Daily practice test. There are everyday tests that we are scheduling it. Very less number of students are attending it. Ensure that most of you attend these topic wise tests with analytics. It's extremely important for each and every one, not only to watch the videos but also to attempt the test. I think a lot of arithmetic tests are being conducted every day. We are conducting 2 tests every day. We are conducting 2 tests. All the live classes I will personally take. All the live classes are taken by me. Once the video is processed, you can watch it in mobile as well as in web. Speedometer video quality facility, it is available. Our app is artificial intelligence based app where you will get a lot of trigger information. Classroom shortcut notes PDF is also available, and the learning mechanism which we use is thematic based learning mechanism. Most of you, in case if you missed out the session number 1 and 2, probably session number 3 will be. It takes a little more time for you to understand it. We will continue with that theme. Shall we all start the class? Kindly reply if we have to start the class. Kindly reply if the class. Shall I start the class? Once I start the class, it will be a continuous problem solving. Continuous problem solving. Now, listen carefully. Yesterday, we discussed some very important key points. Important key points. Important key points. Yesterday, we discussed one very interesting key point. A is inversely proportional to B. A is inversely proportional to B. If A and B are inversely proportional to each other, if A, it is in arithmetic progression. If A, it is in arithmetic progression, B will be in harmonic progression. B will be in harmonic progression. If A, it is in harmonic progression, B, it will be in arithmetic progression. This is what we discussed. If A is in arithmetic progression, B will be in harmonic progression. If A is in harmonic progression, B will be in arithmetic progression. Any two parameters inversely proportional to each other, A comma B are inversely proportional. A comma B are inversely proportional to each other. If one is in AP, another will be in HP. Another will be in HP. In session number 1, we have taken care of some fundamental problems, but there is a beautiful concept. Listen carefully. Suppose let me take boats and streams. How this concept is used in boats and streams. Boats and streams. First key point. Boats and streams. Boats and streams. Now see. There is a water which is moving in this direction. There is a water which is moving in this direction. There is a boat which is moving in this direction. A water is moving in this direction. A boat is also moving in this direction. If the boat is halted, boat will go little more distance because of the water speed. If the water is halted, boat with its speed can go further. This we call it as a downstream. This we call it as a downstream speed. What do you mean by downstream speed? A speed is acting on another, a force is acting on another force. Water is moving in this direction and boat is also moving in this direction. If boat and water move in the same direction, it is called downstream speed. When one force is acting on another force, two are moving in the same direction, it is downstream speed. If I call water as W and boat as B, downstream speed it is called B plus W. Downstream speed it is called B plus W. The same thing, you went into a forum mall. Fourth floor, there are cinema theaters. You are at the third floor. Escalator is moving upwards. Escalator is moving upwards. Person is also moving upwards. One force is acting on another force. One force is acting on another force. So, if the speed of the escalator is E, speed of the escalator it is E, and speed of the man is M. Speed of the man it is M. Speed of the man it is M. So total it will become M plus E. So total downstream speed will become M plus E. Whatever the problems that we are discussing in boats and streams, the same concept can hold good for escalator, can hold good for escalators. I will try to write at the top. Listen carefully, sir, so that it will be visible. This is boats and streams. Boats and streams. Next it is escalators. Escalators. Next will be trains. How these AP and HP concept are correlated in boats and streams, escalators and trains, we will see. Boats and streams, escalator and trains. What is that we discussed? A water is moving in this direction. Boat is also 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 moving in this direction. This is called B plus W. B plus W. Instead of water, escalator is moving in this direction. Escalator is moving in this direction. And person is also moving in this direction. Person is also moving in this direction. That is also called downstream speed, which is M plus E. And this is B plus W. This is M plus E and it is B plus W. Now see here. A train is moving in this direction. Another person is moving in the opposite direction. It is S1 plus S2. Two bodies are moving in the opposite direction. It is S1 plus S2. Here one force is acting on another force. Here one force is acting on another force. Here no force is acting. Both are moving in the opposite direction. This is called downstream speed, or the trains moving in the opposite direction. Next one. water is moving in this direction. Boat is moving in the opposite direction. Boat is moving in the opposite direction. This is called B minus W. B minus W. Right, you went and watched a movie. You are in a 4th floor. Escalator is moving top. You are at the 4th floor. And you want to come down. You want to come down. It is M minus E. M minus E. This is train is moving in this direction. A person is also moving in this direction. It is S1 minus S2. It is S1 minus S2. Assume water speed, it is 0. Still water speed, it is 0. Still water speed, it is 0. Still water speed, if it is 0, that means boat only is moving. If boat only is moving, it is B. Boat only it is moving, it is B. Here, escalator is not working. That means only a person is going, which is M. Here, the person is not moving. He is stationary. He is stationary. Only one train is moving. So the train speed is S1. Train speed is S1. Extremely important slide. If you know this slide, a lot of concepts can be solved very, very easily. Boat and water are moving in the same direction. Boat and water are moving in the opposite direction. Here, speed of the water, if it is 0, it is B. Here, escalator is moving upwards, person is moving upwards. Escalator is moving upwards, person is coming down. So it is only person. If the escalator speed it is 0, it is M. Now what is important to me is these points. It is B minus W. It is B and it is B plus W. If you observe A minus D, A plus D, that means they are in arithmetic progression. Very, very important point. Upstream speed, upstream speed, upstream speed, speed of still water and downstream speed. Very, very important point. Upstream speed, speed of still water and downstream speed, they are in arithmetic progression. B minus W, B plus W, they are in arithmetic progression. Escalator and person moving opposite direction. Escalator speed it is 0. Escalator speed it is 0. A person is moving. Escalator and speed are moving in the same direction. So it is a downstream speed. Whatever the concepts that we are discussing in boats and streams, the same concept will hold good for escalator. The same concept will hold good for escalator. I hope the concept is clear. Sir, can I use this arithmetic progression concept in trains also? Train also you can use. A person and a train are moving in the same direction. S1 minus S2. A person is stationary. S1. Two are moving in the opposite direction. S1 plus S2. A minus D. A plus D. They are moving in the same direction. That means whatever concept that we discussed yesterday, A minus D, A plus D. If A is inversely proportional to B, if one is in AP, another will be in HP. That means downstream speed, speed of still water, upstream speed, they are in arithmetic progression. Two bodies moving in the opposite direction, one body is stationary, another body moving, two bodies moving in the same direction. They are also in arithmetic progression. I hope the concept is clear. How we can use it in boats and streams, escalators and trains. Whatever the concepts that will work in boats and streams, the same concept will also work in escalators. The same concept will also work in escalator. Entire concepts of boats and streams can be used in escalator. I hope this slide is clear. Kindly reply in case if the slide is clear. Any doubts are there, please ask me. If one force is acting on another force, that is called a downstream speed. If one force and other force are moving in the opposite direction, then it is called upstream speed. Upstream speed, classical example. Suppose you went for a swimming. A water is coming in this direction. You want to swim like this. A water is coming like this and you want to swim like this. You have to apply a lot of extra force. Extremely important key point. Trains, escalator and boats and stream. Today's class is a very, very important class. Again, a backbone class. Once the fundamentals are clear, then you can solve a lot of problems very, very easily. Very, very easily. Questions. Questions. First one. Downstream speed. If one force is acting on another force, downstream speed, B plus W, it is 40 seconds. Upstream speed, it is B minus W. It takes downstream speed. If one force is acting on another force, I take less time to reach the destination. It is 60 seconds. Speed of boat, how much it is? B plus W, B minus W. It is still water speed. It is still water speed. It is 0. How much it is? Speeds are in AP. If the speeds are in AP, time periods will be in HP. Time periods will be in HP. If ABC are in harmonic progression, B value is given by 2AC by A plus C. Very, very interesting approach. So these 48 seconds. I hope the concept is clear. No equations, nothing it is required. A is inversely proportional to B. Speed is inversely proportional to time. If speed is in AP, time will be in HP. Are the speeds here in AP? Yes. Are the speeds are in AP? Similarly, escalator also he can give. Escalator is moving upwards. Person is moving upwards. Escalator is moving upwards. Person is coming down. Escalator, it is switched off. This is taking 84 seconds. This value we have to find out. Downstream value is 9 seconds less than the speed of the person when the escalator is out. Again, it is speed is in arithmetic progression. If the speed is in arithmetic progression, time will be in harmonic progression. So harmonic progression, B equivalent to 2AC by A plus C. 2AC by A plus C. Put the value of t and cross check whether left hand side is equivalent to right hand side. Left hand side is equivalent to right hand side. I hope the concept it is clear. Any two parameters, if they are inversely proportional to each other, if one is in AP, another will be in HP. AP and HP are the reverse functions of each other. If x is in AP, 1 by x will be in harmonic progression. 1 by x will be in harmonic progression. These two examples, no equations, nothing, just by understanding the root cause of the problem, we can find the answer. I hope it is clear. Kindly reply in case if the concept is clear. Any doubts are there, you can ask me. I'm sure you will not have any doubt once the fundamentals are clear. Today we will again concentrate more on the fundamentals. Our fundamentals should be very clear. I hope it is clear. So everybody says clear. These one. Next one. Yesterday we discussed the LCM approach. So we will also understand train-based problems. Train-based problems using these LCM approach. Train-based problems. Listen carefully, sir. Train-based problems. First one. Listen carefully. Every model I will do two problems. There are two stations. Station A and Station B. Station A and Station B. One train starts at Station A at 7 a.m. reaches B at 9 a.m. Reaches B at 9 a.m. It starts at 7 a.m. It travels for 2 hours. This train, second train, starts at 7 a.m. It is going towards A. It is 11 a.m. 11 a.m. At what time will they meet? At what time will they meet? Question. At what time will they meet? It is 7 a.m. and it is at 9 a.m. This first train travels for 2 hours. 7 a.m., 11 a.m. This second train travels for 4 hours. This is for 2 hours. This is for 4 hours. At what time will they meet? At what time will they meet? Listen carefully, sir. No X and Y's, logically we will solve. There are two trains. First scenario, both the trains are starting at the same time. 7 a.m., 7 a.m. This starts at 7 a.m., reaches point B at 9 a.m. This starts at 7 a.m., reaches point A at 11 a.m. At what time will they both meet? Solution. Solution. This starts at 7 a.m. This reaches at 9 a.m. That means, let me call this train as a train 1. Let me call this train as a train 2. Train 1 and a train 2. Train 1 travels for 2 hours, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. It is for 2 hours. Train 2 travels for 4 hours. T2, it is for 4 hours. I hope it is clear. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. 2 hours. 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. 4 hours. 2 hours, 4 hours. The distance between A and B, it is constant. Distance, it is constant. Distance, it is constant. When something is constant, constant is a fixed value. Fix any value that comes into your mind. Let me take the LCM. Let D equivalent to LCM of 2, 4. 2, 4 is 4 kilometers. I am assuming the distance to be constant. Distance is the LCM of 2 and 4. Distance I know, time I know. So S1 will become 4 by 2. It is 2 kilometers per hour. S2 will become 4 by 4. It is 1 kilometer per hour. It is 1 kilometer per hour. S1 it is 2 kilometer per hour. S2 1 kilometer per hour. Now see here. In 1 hour, this is traveling 2 kilometers. In 1 hour, this side B to A, it is traveling 1 hour. This is 2 kilometers. This is 1 kilometer. This is 2. This is 1. That means in 1 hour, totally how much is the distance traveled? Total distance traveled, it is 3. Because they are moving in the opposite direction. It travels 2, it travels 1. In 1 hour, total it travels 3. But totally, according to the question, I require 4 kilometers. That means it will meet after 4 by 3 hours. 4 by 3 is 1 hour, 1/3 of an hour, 1/3 of 60, which is 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes. They will meet after 1 hour 20 minutes. After 7 o'clock, 1 hour 20 minutes. 7 plus 1, 8, 20 minutes. That means both the trains will meet at 8:20 a.m. Both the trains will meet at 8:20 a.m. No formula approach, very logical approach, very simple approach. Once you understand the concept will be very easy. Again see here. This starts at 7 a.m. This goes till 9 a.m. Train 1 traveled from 7 to 9. It is 2 hours. Train 2, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. It traveled for 4 hours. T2, it is 4 hours. Distance is constant. Constant means it is a fixed value. I took the LCM of T1, T2. Yesterday's question, speed values are given. I took the LCM of the speeds. Now it is LCM of 2 and 4, it is 4. So distance equivalent to 4. 4, 2 hours. So S1 will become 2 kilometers per hour. S2 will become 1 kilometer per hour. Both of them are traveling in the opposite direction. 1 hour this will travel 2. 1 hour this will travel 1. In 1 hour total traveled is 3. But according to the question, it is 4. Because the total distance I assumed as 4. 4 by 3. 4 by 3 is 1 hour 1 by 3. 1 by 3 into 60. 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes. They will meet after 1 hour 20 minutes. 7 a.m. starting. 1 hour 7 plus 1 8. 8:20 a.m. Is the concept clear? Is it clear to you? Everybody kindly reply if the concept it is clear to you. Very logically, very fundamental oriented class. I will ensure that your fundamentals are very strong. Then I will take up the practice problems. I want everybody to understand the beauty of thematic based learning. Thematic based learning. Krishna is asking 1 by 3. How it is? It is 4 by 3 into 1. 4 by 3 in mixed fraction, Krishna, it is 1 hour 1 by 3. 1 by 3 into 60, it is 20 minutes. So it is 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes from 7. Answer is 8:20 a.m. 8:20 a.m. Very, very easy question. I will do one more question. Understand the flowchart of solving the problem. Then let us come back and revisit question number 1 in case if there are any doubts. Question number 2. Same model. I will do one more. It is 8 a.m. It is 12 noon. It is 8 a.m. and this will meet at 2 p.m. At what time will they both meet? At what time will they both meet? At what time will they both meet? This is station A and it is station B. Station A and station B. Both of them are starting at the same time. Then we will see in the next problem what if they start at a different time. Listen carefully. Step by step. Solution. 8 a.m. to 12 noon. T1, it is 4 hours. T1, it is 4 hours. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. T2, it is 6 hours. T2, it is 6 hours. T1, 4 hours. T2, 6 hours. Distance is constant. Take the LCM of the time period. LCM of 4, 6, which is 12 kilometers. LCM of 4, 6, which is 12 kilometers. Distance we know, time we know. Speed is 12 by 4, which is 3 kilometer per hour. S2, 12 by 6, which is 2 kilometer per hour. 2 kilometer per hour. S1, it is 3 kilometer per hour. S2, it is 2 kilometer per hour. Both of them are moving in the opposite direction. In 1 hour, this will travel 3. In 1 hour, this side it will travel 3. In 1 hour, this side it will travel 2. So total it is 5 kilometers. Total it is 5 kilometers. So it is for 12 kilometers, how much it is? So this will become 12 by 5. Krishna, listen carefully. It is 2 by 5 hours. 2 by 5 hours. So 2 hours. 2/5 of an hour. 2 by 5 into 60. It is 2 hours 24 minutes. It will meet after 2 hours 24 minutes. From 8 o'clock. Answer is 10:24 a.m. Answer is 10:24 a.m. Radha, it should be very, very clear to you. Everybody kindly see it, sir. Is there any usage of any X and Y's here? No. Very logically we are solving these problems. 8 a.m. 12 noon. It is 4 hours. 8 a.m. 2 p.m. It is 6 hours. Distance equivalent to LCM of 4, 6, which is 12 kilometers. Distance is 12 kilometers. T1 4 hours, T2 6 hours. So S1 is 3 kilometer per hour, S2 is 2 kilometer per hour. In 1 hour, this side 3, that side 2. Total it is 5. But according to the question, it is 12. So it will be 12 by 5. Krishna, I hope it is clear. In mixed fraction, 2 by 5. 2 hours 24 minutes. 2 hours 24 minutes from 8 o'clock. Answer is 10:24. Everybody kindly reply if the concept it is clear or not. Everybody kindly reply if it is clear. Slowly, brick by brick, concept by concept, problem by problem, model by model, fundamentals by fundamental, subtopic by subtopic. We will ensure that students will be damn good in time, speed and distance, which is considered to be a little difficult topic. Everybody, it is saying clear. Everybody clear? Now the question arises, sir, what if they start at a different time? Please write down. Third question. 2 questions, it will be very comfortable for you, sir. It is 7 a.m. This 10 a.m. It is 8 a.m. It is 2 p.m. At what time will they meet? At what time will they meet? Seven a.m., 10 a.m., 8 a.m., 2 p.m. I hope you understood the difference between third question and first and second question. Here both the trains are starting at different times. This is A and it is B. Solution. Listen carefully. T1, it is 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. It is 3 hours. T2, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. 8 to 12, 4 hours, 12 to 2, 2 hours. So it is T2, it is 6 hours. Distance, it is constant. Take the LCM. D equivalent to LCM of 3, 6, which is 6 kilometers. Distance equivalent to 6 kilometers. S1, it is 6 by 3. It is 2 kilometer per hour. S2, 6 by 6. It is 1 kilometer per hour. Till here it is same. This is step number 1. This is step 1. Step 1. Now see here. Step 2. Listen carefully. Only a change in step 2 you will get the answer. Step 2. But there is a condition in the question. Second train starts at 8 a.m. If the second train starts at 8 a.m., first train would have already traveled for 1 hour. When the second train started at 8 a.m., first train would have traveled for 1 hour. First train, what is the speed? 2 kilometers per hour. That means when the second train started at 8 a.m., this has already traveled for 2 kilometers. It has already traveled for 2. It has already traveled for 2. It has already traveled for 2. Total out of 6. Already it has traveled for 2. What is the remaining total distance? 4. Am I right? So in 1 hour, 2 kilometers this side, 2 kilometer opposite direction, 3. In the previous question, we took the total distance. Now we will take the remaining distance. When the second train started at 8, first train already traveled for 1 hour, 2 already traveled. Remaining how much it is? 4 kilometers. Remaining it is 4 kilometers. Remaining it is 4 kilometers. So this will be, I hope the idea it is clear, 4 by 3. 1 hour, 1 by 3 hour. 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes from 8. When the 2 trains will meet, it is at 9:20 a.m. It is at 9:20 a.m. What is the difference? If it is at the same time, 1 hour 2 this side, 1 hour 1 this side. In 1 hour opposite direction, it is 3. Total, it is 6. But because 2 trains are starting at the different times, 2 trains are starting at the different times. When the second train started at 8 a.m., first train would have already traveled for 1 hour. In 1 hour, it would have traveled for 2. So already 2 traveled. Remaining distance we have to consider. This is the catch. Remaining distance. Remaining distance. This is what we need to consider. Remaining distance. Remaining distance. I hope the concept it is clear. That is the only difference. The rest of all the steps are same. It is 4 by 3. 1 hour, 1/3 of an hour. 1/3 of 20, 60, it is 20 minutes. 1 hour, 20 minutes from 8 o'clock. Answer is 9:20 a.m. Answer is 9:20 a.m. Everybody. From 8 o'clock, Akarsh, Prabhu, from 8 o'clock after 1 hour, 8 plus 1, 9, 9 hour 20. Add this to this value. Add this to this value. Understood? Everybody kindly reply after the concept is over, because that's how I will understand whether you have understood the concept or you got any doubts. Clear? One more example we will solve. Each and every model, maximum more and more practice we will do. More and more concept you will understand it. Next question. 9 a.m. 1 p.m. 11 a.m. 5 p.m. 11 a.m. 5 p.m. At what time will they meet? At what time will they meet? At what time will they meet? Now see here. This is, for example, 12 noon we will keep. 12 o'clock. One more practice example. Once you understand, there will be a story. That story I am not writing. 9 a.m. it is starting, 12 noon it is meeting. 11 a.m. I am starting, 5 p.m. it is rating. At what time will they meet? At what time will they meet? Solution. T1. 9 a.m. to 12 noon. It is 3 hours. Here it is 11 to 5. 11 to 12, 1 hour. 12 to 5, 5 hours. 5 plus 1, it is 6 hours. T1, 3 hours. T2, 6 hours. It is clear? Let D equivalent to LCM of 3, 6, which is 6 kilometers. S1 will be 2 kilometer per hour. S2 will be 1 kilometer per hour. Till here, I hope it is clear. Once you understand, it is a very easy concept. Step 2. When the second train started at 11 a.m., first train would have traveled for 2 hours. First train speed 2 kilometers per hour. 2 hours means it would have traveled for 4 kilometers. It would have traveled for 4 kilometers. In 1 hour, 2 left hand side to right hand side, 1 right hand side to left hand side. In 1 hour, it is 3. Total out of 6, 4 it is there. Remaining distance is 2. So it is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 into 60. 40 minutes after 11 o'clock it will start. That means at what time will they meet? It is 11:40 a.m. I hope the concept is very, very clear to you. Once you understand, it will be there in fingertips. You can directly say 9 to 12, it is 3 hours. 11 to 5, it is 6 hours. 3, 6 is 6. S1 will become 2 and 1. Directly you will reach this step. Directly you will reach this step. I hope the concept is clear. Once you understand, explain 4 kilometers from A. Explain 4 kilometers from A. See here, when the second train started at 11 o'clock, Krishna, when the second train started at 11 o'clock, first train started already at 9. That means it would have traveled 2 hours. 1 hour, the speed is 2 kilometers per hour. That means in 1 hour, it is 2 kilometers. So that means for another 2 hours, it is 4 kilometers. Out of 6, 4 already traveled. Remaining, it is 2. I hope it is clear. This model, everybody clear? Kindly reply with yes if it is clear to you. Another model, we will get into it. Another model. Fundamentals, practice problems, then exam model questions. That will be a very smooth transition from the basics to advanced level. Next one. Another model. There is from station A to station B. Station A to station B. Time taken to go from either from A to B or B to A. It is 9 hours. Time taken from A to B or B to A. It is 9 hours. Distance it is 31 kilometers. Distance it is 31 kilometers. One train starts at 8 a.m. to go from A to B. Another train starts at 10 a.m. to go from B to A. There are 2 stations, station A and station B. The distance between A and B is 31 kilometers. Time duration is 9 hours. So first train starts at 8 a.m. going to B. Second train starts at 10 a.m. going from B to A. Now see, question is, at what distance from A? At what distance from A will they meet? At what distance from A will they meet? Very, very good question. At what distance from A will they meet? At what distance from A will they meet? The problem with this problem is there is a distance given and there is a time period given. Speed equivalent to distance by time. So speed will become 31 by 9. 31 by 9, it is in decimal value. So initially only we are getting a decimal value. So it will take little more time. How to optimize the number of steps we will see. A and B. Distance it is 31 kilometers. Time difference it is 9 hours. First train starts at 8 a.m. Go from A to B. Second train starts at 10 a.m. Go from B to A. At what distance from A will they meet? At what distance from A will they meet? Now listen carefully, sir. How am I solving? Just listen very carefully. First thing is 31 by 9. It is a time taking. So distance is constant. Step number 1. Distance is constant. If distance is constant, what you do is 31 by 9 will be complex. So what we'll do is let the distance from A to B is a multiple of 9. Let me call it as a 90. This is my assumption. I will again go back to 31 after some time. Let the distance from A to B, let it be 90. I took a number which is a multiple of 9. I took a number which is a multiple of 9. S1, 90 kilometers in 9 hours. It is 10 kilometers per hour. 90 kilometers in 9 hours. From B to A, 90 kilometers in 9 hours. It is again 10 kilometers per hour. 10 kilometers per hour. I hope it is clear. Second train started at 10 a.m. Second train started at 10 a.m. It would have traveled for, first train would have traveled for 2 hours. 1 hour 10, 2 hours it is 20. 2 hours it is 20. 1 hour 10, 2 hours it is 20. Now if you see here, in 1 hour, 10 from left to right, 10 from right to left. So total distance they will travel is 20. But when the second train started at 10 a.m., first train would have already traveled 20. Remaining it will travel. How much it is? 70 kilometers. 70 kilometers. That means it is 7 by 20. It is 7 by 2 hours. 7 by 2 hours. I hope it is clear. 7 by 2 hours is 3.5 hours. Now if you see 3.5 hours, that means after 10 a.m., after 3.5 hours they will meet. 3.5 hours means 3.5 hours. What is the speed of S2? 1 hour 10 kilometers. 3.5 hours it will travel. 1 hour 10, 3.5 hours it is 35. Here also it will be 35. That means from A, how much distance they met? If the total distance it is 90, if the total distance it is 90, meeting distance will be first 20, then 35. It is 55. But according to the question, it is 31. Answer is 31 by 90 into 55. 31 by 90 into 55. Very, very interesting question. Seems like a calculation question, but actually it is less calculation intensive if you understand the logic. Listen carefully. This is A. Again, I am repeating this question. Anyway, this model 2 questions I will discuss. This is A, this is B. The distance between A and B is given as 31 kilometers, either from A to B or from B to A. The time from A to B, it is 9 hours. B to A, it is 9 hours. 31 by 9, it is in decimal value. Decimal, it will be time consuming. So I took a distance as a multiple of 9. Step number 1. Let distance be a multiple of the time period. D from A to B, it is 90 kilometers. 90 by 9, it is 10 kilometers per hour. 90 by 9, it is 10 kilometers per hour. Till here it is clear. When the second train started at 10 a.m., first train already started at 8 a.m. It would have traveled for 2 hours. 1 hour 10, 2 hours it is 20. 2 hours it is 20. 2 hours it is 20. That means already 20 traveled. Remaining how many distance we need to travel? 70. Both are coming in opposite direction. This will travel 10, this will travel 10. So in 1 hour total 20, remaining it is 70. It is after 3.5 hours they will meet. After 3.5 hours they will meet. 1 hour it is 10. 3.5 hours it is 35. So from here 35. Out of 90, these 20, remaining 70. It is 35, these also 35. From A, how much distance they are meeting? 55. If the total distance it is 90, meeting distance it is 55. But according to the question, 90 is replaced by the question, which is 31. So 31 by 90 into 55. Very, very good question. Most of the students do X and Y approach, which is a very time consuming approach. We are using a thematic based learning. What is a thematic based learning? We will understand the theme. Distance it is constant. So I used this approach. Everybody kindly reply if it is clear to you. Is the idea clear to you? Everybody kindly reply. Any doubts are there? I will be very happy to answer your doubts. Kindly ask me in case you got a doubt. One more problem we will solve. Then it will be crystal clear to you. Crystal clear to you. Is the idea clear? Sahana says clear. Any other students kindly reply if the concept it is clear to you. Everybody kindly reply. Yes. Akash says one more example. Definitely I will do for Akash. Right. Priya says yes. Raghuram also says clear. One more example. One more example. This is 12 hours, Akash. These 12 hours. These 537 kilometers. These 537 kilometers. It started at 7 a.m. left to right. This started at 9 a.m. right to left. Right to left. Question is, at what distance from A will they meet? Question. At what distance from A will they meet? At what distance from A will they meet? One by one, slowly we will discuss. At what distance from A will they meet? Speed will become either from A to B it is 537, B to A it is 537. Time is 12 hours. Speed will become 537 by 12. 537 by 12, which is in decimal value. So we will condense it to an natural number. Step number 1. Let distance equivalent to a multiple of 12. Let me take any multiple, you will get the answer. 60 kilometers. Let distance is 60 kilometers. S1 will become 60 by 12. It is 5 kilometer per hour. Second, B to A, 60 kilometers in 12 hours. S2 will become 5 kilometers per hour. 5 kilometers per hour. 60 by 12, 5. Left to right, 5. Right to left, 5. Second train started at 9 a.m. That means this would have traveled for 2 hours. 1 hour, 5 kilometers. 2 hours, it is 10 kilometers. It is at 10 kilometers. 10 already traveled. In 1 hour, 5 from left to right. 5 from right to left. Total it is 10. Total traveled it is 10. Already out of total 60, 10 already traveled. remaining it is 50 kilometers. That means 5 hours. Remaining it is 5 hours. When I say 5 hours, what is the meaning of these 5 hours? From here 5 hours. 1 hour 5 kilometers. Here 25, here 25. Here 25. Total I assumed 60. It is 10. This will travel for 5 hours. 1 hour 5 kilometers. It is 25. That means if the total distance is 60, meeting distance will be 10 plus 25, which is 35. But according to the question, it is 537. Answer is 537 by 60 into 35. 5 sevens are 5 12s are 7 by 12th of total distance. 7 by 12th of total distance. Entire idea in this question is make these distance a multiple of time period. Make d value a multiple of 12. You take 24, you take 36, you take 120. Answer will remain the same. Is this logic clear to you? Do not work with any complicated values. Make your life very, very easy by taking this one. I hope the concept it is clear. Now, Satvik says 31 by 99 into 55. 31 by 90. Here, if you see, if that's Satvik for you, if the total distance it is 90, meeting distance from A, already 20, now 35, total it is 55. Total distance 90, meeting distance 55. But according to the question, I need 31. So 31 by 90 into 55. Idea clear, Satvik? Satvik, I hope the idea it is clear. Very, very important, sir. Time, speed and distance, your understanding of every model is very, very important. Shall I go to the next concept? Is it clear? Next, another 2 models are there. That also we will discuss. Another 2 models. Is this clear? Now, another 2 models. Key point 1. Listen carefully. These 2 key points are very, very important. Key point. If time permits, we will discuss the 3rd key point also. Now listen carefully. There are 2 people. There are 2 endpoints, A and it is B. A and B. First important point, note. If 2 people are coming in the opposite direction, if 2 people are coming or 2 trains are coming, 2 cars are coming, if 2 are coming in the opposite direction, this is called meeting each other. You meet a person coming in the opposite direction. These meeting each other. If they are coming in the opposite direction, it is meeting each other. If they are coming in the same direction, it is said to be crossing each other. Whenever you see a word crossing each other, it is in the same direction. Crossing each other, it is in the same direction. If it is in the opposite direction, then it is meeting each other. Same direction, it is crossing. Whenever you see a train is crossing another train, a train has just crossed a pole, a train has just crossed a person standing on the platform. Whenever it is crossing, that means 2 are moving in the same direction. Whenever it is meeting, suppose I am there here, you are coming from the opposite direction. I met you, right? So that is the reason. Meeting each other means opposite direction. Meeting each other means opposite direction. Opposite direction is meeting each other. Same direction is crossing each other. Is this concept clear? Meeting each other. Meeting each other means opposite direction. Same direction it is crossing each other. Now listen carefully. A and B are the endpoints. There are 2 trains which have started at A and which have started at B. Which has started at B. They started at the same time. They started at the same time. They started at the same time. At same time, they both started. because they are moving in the opposite direction, they will meet at a point C. They will meet at a point C. Now, the distance traveled from B to C by A is equivalent to distance traveled from C to A by B. This is the condition, it is given. They both started at the same time. After meeting, the distance which they traveled, 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 I hope it is clear, dBC by A is equivalent to dCA by B. Now, listen very carefully, sir. Very, very carefully. They started at the same time. Let these train be called as 1. Let this train be called as 2. They started at the same time. Time is constant. That means speed ratio will be equivalent to distance ratio. Is this point clear? Distance ratio. Speed ratio is equivalent to distance by time. They started at the same time. They started at the same time. Speed ratio is equivalent to distance ratio. Now, distance. What is the distance? Distance is speed into time. Who traveled these A to C after meeting? B traveled. B means it is S2 into T2. Are you all with me? So, before meeting A to C, 1 traveled. After meeting B to C, B will travel. So, distance is speed into time. After meeting B to C, who will travel? S1 into T1. So, this will become S1 by S2 whole square equivalent to T2 by T1. So, S1 by S2 is equivalent to root of T2 by T1. Very, very important concept. S1 by S2 equivalent to root of T2 by T1. Very, very important, sir. Again, I will tell it like a story. Anil Nair is standing at this point. Suppose my friend Praveen is starting at this point. We both went, met, shook hands, and I reached the destination. He reached the destination. First, one person 1 and person 2 are traveling like this. Both of them traveled like this. They met, and A went on to reach the destination. B went on to reach the destination. If the distance traveled from B to C by A is equivalent to C to A by B, what is the relationship between speed and time? They started at the same time. Because they started at the same time, speed ratio is equivalent to distance ratio. S1 by S2 equivalent to D from A to C by D from B to C. Distance is speed into time. A to C, who will cover? Second one will cover S2 into T2. B to C, who will cover? S1 into T1. So, S1 by S2 whole square equivalent to T2 by T1. So, S1 by S2 equivalent to square root of T2 by T1. Very, very important key points, sir. S1 by S2 equivalent to root of T2 by T1. What is this condition? This condition is used when two people are traveling from the opposite direction and they start at the same time. After meeting, they travel equal distance. After meeting, they travel equal distance. Please write down that point. S1 by S2 is equivalent to S1 by S2 is equivalent to root of T2 by T1. S1 by S2 is equivalent to root of T2 by T1. When it is, when two bodies with speeds, S1 and S2 travel in opposite direction, and they start at the same time, after meeting, they travel equal distance. This concept is used under these three conditions. What are the three conditions? They travel in opposite direction. They start at the same time and after meeting, they travel the equal distance. S1 by S2 equivalent to square root of T2 by T1. Example. A and B. Both of them are traveling in opposite direction. D is the meeting point. Time taken to go from C to A, it is 25 seconds. Distance taken from A to C, it is 120 meters. 120 meters. Time taken by B. Time taken to go from C to B by A, it is 16 seconds. What is the distance from A to B? Very, very good question. What is the distance from A to B? Again, two bodies are there. They both are moving in the opposite direction. They met at a point C. From C to A, it is 25 seconds. From B to C, A is going from A to C, it is 25 seconds. B to C, it is 16 seconds by. After meeting, he will travel 16 seconds. After meeting, B will travel 25 seconds. This distance is given. Total distance we need to find out. Now, please check whether all these conditions are satisfied. Are they moving in opposite direction? Yes. Did they started at same time? Yes. They both are starting at the same time. They both are starting at the same time. They both are starting at the same time. Yes. After meeting, they travel equal distance. After meeting, they travel equal distance. D from A to B. Listen carefully, sir. D from A to B. Now, if you see here, S1 by S2 equivalent to root of T2 by T1. S1 by S2 equivalent to T2. T2 means C to A. 25 by 16. So, S1 by S2, it is 5 by 4. It is 5 by 4. Now, if you see, what is this distance? 120. What is this time? 25. So, it will be, S2 will be 120 by 25, which is 4.8. S1 by 4.8 equivalent to 5 by 4. S1 equivalent to 6 meter per second. So here it is 6 meter per second, and total it is traveling for 16 seconds. So it is 96 meters. This is 96 meters and this is 120 meters. What is the total distance? Total distance is 216 meters. Total distance is 216. Very, these three concepts are given to you. They started at the same time, it is given. After meeting point, they travel the equal distance, that is also given. S1 by S2 equivalent to root of T2 by T1. T2 is this value from C to A. How much it is? 20 by seconds. T1 is C to B. How much it is? 16 seconds. S1 by S2 equivalent to root of T2 by T1. S1 by S2 equivalent to root of T2 by T1. Substitute it. S1 by S2 is 5 by 4. So S2 will be 4.8. Why 4.8? From here to here, it is 120 meters, it is 25 seconds. 120 by 25, it is 4.8. So S1 by 4.8 equivalent to 5 by 4. S1 will be 6 meter per second. 1 second 6 meters. 16 seconds it is 96 meters. So 96 meters and 120 meters. Answer is 216. It's a very important concept, sir. Extremely important concept. Any doubts are there? Kindly ask me. Any doubts are there? Kindly ask me. This is a very good question. Very good question. Any doubts are there? Kindly ask me. These, and the next question is also a very interesting puzzle, that also we will discuss. I hope it is clear. Answer is 216. Next one. Question 2. This is a very famous puzzle which comes repeatedly in Infosys examination. Question 2. There is a bridge. A to B. There is a bridge. A to B. There are 4 people. There are 4 people, which I call it as Anil. Anil takes 2 minutes to go from A to B. Sunil takes 3 minutes to go from A to B. Ajay takes 5 minutes to go from A to B. Praveen takes 8 minutes to go from A to B. Anil takes 2 minutes to go from source to destination. Sunil takes 3 minutes to go from source to destination. Ajay takes 5 minutes to go from source to destination. Praveen takes 8 minutes to go to destination. What are the conditions given? The first condition is maximum 2 people can go from A to B. Maximum 2 people can go from A to B. Maximum 2. Suppose if Anil and Sunil goes, please do not add the time. The maximum time it will take. Second one, if 2 people are going, then maximum time will be calculated as the time taken. Maximum time will be calculated as the time taken. 2 and 3. So it will be 3 minutes. 2 and 5, it will be 5 minutes. 3 and 5, it will be 5 minutes. 5 and 8, it will be 8 minutes. I hope the second concept is clear. Next one. One torch is there. It is an extremely dark bridge. One torch is there to go from source to destination. What is the minimum time? Question. What is the minimum time so that all 4 of them, what is the minimum time such that all 4 of them reach the destination? All 4 of them reach the destination. Reach the destination. When I say maximum 2 people means, suppose Anil and Sunil are going. It will take 3 minutes. Anil and Sunil reaches. These 2 should go, right? So that means they should hold that torch, right? So one person has to come back and then 2 people can go. Minimum 1 person can come or maximum 2 people can come. Maximum 2 people can come. I hope it is clear. So all the 4 should reach what is the minimum time. All 4 of them reach the destination. Suppose if Anil and Sunil are going, they both will go. They should come with a torch from source to destination because it is a dark bridge. If Anil and Sunil goes, it is here. Next, if Ajay and Praveen are going, there is no torch with them. One person has to come and hand over the torch. They can only move from source to destination with a torch. So what is the minimum time such that all 4 of them reach the destination? All 4 of them reach the destination. Listen carefully. All 4 of them reach the destination. So the question is, various questions are there. Who are the first 2 people to cross the bridge? Who are the first 2 people to cross the bridge? Who are the last 2 people to cross the bridge? And what is the total time to move from source to destination? What is the total time to move from the source to destination? Very, very good question it is, sir. Again, I am repeating the question. There are 4 people who are standing at the source. Each one time to go from source to destination, individual it is given. Anil will take 2 minutes to go from source to destination. Sunil will take 3 minutes. Ajay will take 5 minutes. Praveen will take 8 minutes individually. Maximum 2 people can go from source to destination. Maximum 2 people can go from source to destination. Maximum 2 people. If Anil and Sunil goes, they have one person has to come back with a torch. One person has to come back with a torch. All the 4 should reach the destination. What is the minimum time such that all of them will reach the destination? Who are the first 2 people to cross the bridge? Who are the last 2 people to cross the bridge? And what is the minimum time? total minimum time I should get. Total minimum time I should get. Think logically, sir. Very, very good question it is. Solution. A time, speed and distance, very good question. A and B. A and B. Listen carefully, sir. Suppose if, let us see various scenarios, then we will do it. Suppose, let these Ajay and Praveen go together. If Ajay and Praveen are going together, if Ajay and Praveen are going together, 5 and 8, they will take maximum time. What is maximum of 5 and 8? 8 minutes. 8 minutes they went, Ajay and Praveen. One person has to come back. If they have to come back, if Ajay is coming back, he will take individually 5 minutes. Are you all with me? Ajay came back. Ajay came back. Ajay is there here. Either he can pick one person or he can give the torch to Anil and Sunil. Anil and Sunil are going. They both, if they go, maximum time they take, it is 3 minutes. Anil and Sunil reached it. Anil and Sunil have to give torch. Who has to come back? Now here, who is there? Praveen is there. Praveen is there. Ajay is still there. So one person has to go back. One person has to go back. If Ajay is going back, 2 minutes, Ajay will go back. So Ajay and who else is there? Here, Praveen has already reached the destination. Here, Sunil has already reached the destination. So here, Anil will go back, Jai. If you see, this is the sum. Now, if you observe closely, if this one person is coming back, if Ajay or Praveen are coming back, the time value it is increasing, right? Think logically. Ajay and Praveen should not come back. That means in one instance only, if the maximum time people are there in the destination, then I can reduce the total time. If Ajay or Praveen reaches the destination at the beginning, they reach the destination, one has to come back. Coming back also, they will take either 5 or 8. That means Ajay or Praveen should not go at the beginning of the journey. If Ajay or Praveen goes at the beginning of the journey, 5 or 8, they both will reach the destination. One person has to come back. 5 will come back or 8 will come back, which is very time consuming. Ajay or Praveen will not go at the beginning. If these two are not going at the beginning, Anil and Sunil will go at the beginning. That means this is the bridge. Anil and Sunil will go. Listen carefully, sir. 2 minutes and 3 minutes. Maximum time is 3 minutes. So Anil and Sunil reaches the destination. Let Anil come back. Coming back, Anil, it will take 2 minutes. Anil is back to the source. Anil is back to the source. He gave the torch to Praveen and Ajay. So Praveen and Ajay both are going. Praveen and Ajay both are going. 5 minutes, 8 minutes. It is 8 minutes. They both reached the destination. Now, they can give the torch to Sunil. I am not making Ajay and Praveen come back. They gave the torch to Sunil. Sunil will come back in 3 minutes. Sunil came back. Now, Anil and Sunil both will go to the destination. Anil and Sunil, it will be 3 minutes. I hope it is clear. Anil and Sunil. If you observe carefully here, very, very good time, speed and distance logic. If Ajay or Praveen are going at the beginning of the destination, because there is nobody left there, one has to come back. Either Ajay has to come back or Praveen has to come back, which will increase my time. I want my time to be reduced. If Anil and Sunil are going to the destination at the beginning, one can come back. Another person it is holding. So they can give the torch to that person who takes less time. Very, very good question, sir. Anil and Sunil. Is the logic clear? I hope the answer it is clear. 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 8, 14. So it is 3 plus 2, 5, 13, 16. Whatever the answer that you get, that itself is the answer. Who are the first two people to grow? It is 3 minutes. Then Anil will come back 2 minutes, 5. Ajay and Praveen, it is going at 8 minutes. Then Sunil will come back 3 minutes. 2 and 3, it is 3. 6, 14, 16, 19. 19 minutes. Very, very good question. This question came at least 25 times in various examination. Think logically, there are 4 people. Again, I am repeating, this involves using your brain, sir. Anil, Sunil, Ajay, and Praveen. There are 4 people. These 4 people has to move from source to destination. And there is one torch. If Ajay and Praveen are going, Ajay and Praveen will reach the destination. One person has to come back. Ajay will come back or Praveen will come back. This value is 5 or 8. This value is growing. The person who has got more time, the person who is taking more time, I don't want them to come back to the destination. I don't want them to come back to the destination. I want them to reach the destination and sleep nicely there. I want the people with lower time to come back to the destination, because lower values if I add, I will get the lowest time. Everybody kindly reply. Please go back and read this question and watch this problem again and again. This is not a formula driven problem. This involves using your mind and understanding why Ajay and Praveen should not go at the beginning. Everybody kindly reply if the logic it is clear. I hope the logic it is clear. Yes, I am seeing yes, yes, yes. So what are the concepts that we discussed today? AP and HP, how it can be used in boats and streams, how it can be used in escalators, how that concept can be used in trains. 2 trains starting at the same time, 2 trains starting at the different time. What if the distance is not a multiple of the time periods? Distance is not a multiple of the time periods. Then what is the concept we discussed? What if they both are starting at the same time? After meeting, they are traveling the equal distance. One logic based questions. 8 o'clock class, do not miss it. If you miss that class, you will miss understanding the definition of a circular track related problems. Thanks a lot for attending the class. We will meet again at 8 o'clock. Thank you.